computer was off, either completed, so that was that. And I'm looking forward to knocking a few more up, but I just hope that I can have different places to go to. I mean, I have had some really fantastic places to go to, which I could have done with putting the cameras on, but didn't have the ability to make any films with them, so any videos. So that's why I never bothered, which I should have done really, but in hindsight. But I just didn't know whether I'd be able to do the videos or not. But now I do, and here we are. Well, the cameras are still on, so I must have done something right. Sun has gone in officially. It's overcast. Very nice. It's cooled down as well now. This particular truck, this wonderful bag of shit, right by your feet at the bottom of the door, it blows a gale force wind through there, and it's fucking freezing, especially when it is cold. And I can't stop it. It's just bellowing out through there to the bottom of the door. It's fucking crap. The truck that I had, that PWK, that's the last 3 digits. Well, yeah. So I've been with Raymond's for, this will be my 21st year, right? So 21 years almost, not far away. And I must get my CPC course done before the end of September, else I'm going to be fucked. We go through vehicles, as you do, and I had fits and starts. When I first started, I was in a 10 tonner anyway, right, a rigid, and that was a Merc. And because it was only me driving it, it was nice and tight, so it was lovely, right? It was alright. Granted, up to the, after the first 3 months of working, I was ready to quit. So I wanted to fucking just jump off a bridge somewhere. It was fucking absolutely shit. But anyway, I stuck it out. Class 1 was coming, so held out for that. And Class 1 was great, loved it. Went from truck to truck, sort of, but we did tend to stick with the relatively the same one. I started off in an R-Reg, and then I ended up in a T-Reg, and I stuck with that one, T76 AVV. Very nice. It was a filthy bag of shit, and it was manual as well. It wasn't automatic, it was manual. And I got some cleaning stuff, none of that fancy crap, just normal cleaning stuff, right? Wipes and what have you. None of that fucking horrible silicone shit, because that fucks my hands up. I hate it, it's horrible. Yak. Fucking off. Anyway, so I start chipping away at it. Every day I got in it, I'd find something else to clean down, wipe off. And the interior was this gorgeous blue, right? Absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't have known it was blue, right? It was just dirt, fucking dirt from top to bottom. But once I'd finished with it, it was absolutely lovely inside. It was beautiful. And we had that for quite some time. I mean, I'd drive it if we shared it, like, he'd wash the outside and I'd wash the inside, like, that's how it went. Until obviously it was due for service, and then he'd have to go down a bridge end, and then he'd come back looking like a fucking pigsty. But hey. Then eventually, 2007 and 8, we started having some new trucks coming. We had some new CFs coming. These were new, 57 plates, and now 8 plates. It was fucking great. But these were automatic. These were, because they was moving over to the automatics, weren't they? And again, we was given a truck, several of the daymen and nightmen to share, and we looked after it for a while. But in true fashion, eventually the allocation that they said they were going to stick to, that just fell out of its arse. And every time Dick and Harry was driving everything and anything. So all the work and effort that me and the night driver, and there was three or four other drivers did the same, all their hard work went fuck. Yep. And the vehicles got fucking trashed. They were fucking destroyed. There was scrapes and scrapes on the outside, the interior got smashed, damaged. I mean, I don't even know how a driver's seat can get fucking gnarled up like they do. I've got no clue how that happens, but they did. Anyway, wasn't impressed. And that's pretty much how it went after that. And the amount of complaints and putting in defects in the driver's seats, I mean, even the fucking foam, this part that wraps around your kidneys, had literally fucking disintegrated, and all you can feel is the fucking metal frame of the chair. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it was just awful. So you lose a bit of interest then, don't you? And it's 2024 and it's still the fucking same. These might be XF DAFs, not CF DAFs, but look at it. It's a fucking bag of shit. Well, the reason why I mentioned PWK, which is KV61 PWK, I had, through the years have gone by, the last decent ones I had, which started off a bit rough, but I tidied them up, sorted a few things out, fixed a bit of the interior, like, you know. DYD, that turned out to be a really good truck, and it didn't have anything missing on the inside, it was just all dirty. Once it was cleaned up, you notice things like, oh, it's still got one of them, oh, that's still there, fucking hell, oh, it's got them as well. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. But eventually, as they tend to do when they're old, it broke down. And then it went down to get repaired, and it come back, then it broke down again, and so on and so forth. Eventually it broke down, and it was down Bridgend for Christ knows how long, and it never came back. It was taken off me, and it's a sad affair that one, because I mean I'd done some really good work on that fucker, keeping it tidy. I'd come in on a Saturday and I'd hoover it out, wash it down, you know what I mean, on my own time that is, because I'm a sad git. But when you're driving a nice clean truck, it makes you feel better, you know what I mean, it just makes you feel better. Especially when the truck actually drives nice as well, that's a big fucking thing as well. Unfortunately, these fucking pieces of shit don't. Oh. Yeah. So I had OHG after that. Again, it was one of those ones where people used to complain driving it, so I had it, and took a step back, as you do, assessing things. I think, right, this truck actually does drive really well. It's tatty on the outside, and the interior isn't great, and most importantly, the driver's seat is fucked. And this is when I was first had a go at repairing the lumbar support. Never done it before, so I wasn't really sure how the seat came apart, the actual cover. But eventually I managed to suss it. And first of all, it was like the bottom part of it. That's all I could muster to try and get it to pull the airbag forward, but that's as far as I could go. And but as the time has progressed, I mean, now I know you can lift the whole cover off and repair the lumbar support that way. And what I used to do was get, you know, when your internal straps on a trailer, because Tesco's have got this wonderful knack of with a fucking razor blade. We use the knackered ones then and put them in the back. there's a webbing, like a hashtag is what I call it, that sits in the back. It's supposed to be the suspension for your back, but because it's welded in there and it flexes over time, it breaks at those weld points, or should I say, after a million or so miles, it's going to break, and it's going to wear out. It just wears out. And so what I do is I replace that webbing, but keep it in there with the internal straps, and cable tie them to that webbing frame. And that's what's in one of this now. Is that? That's why when you sit in the chair, you're actually sat in it, you're upright, not sagged down because your back's poking out the fucking back of it. And I've repaired probably a dozen of them like that. Yeah. Because I think to myself, well, if this is the reason why nobody wants to drive it, let's do it. This armrest here, right? This armrest was over there. It was on the passenger side on the right. I had to disassemble this, take the bracket apart, flip the bracket round, put it back together again so it would fit on this side. But it's doable because in a sense it's a universal bracket, because the bracket will go left and right, right? Because I know, knowing how the automotive manufacturer works and what they do and how they process, they make stuff. There's components in vehicles which are left and right, or left or right. You know what I mean? So you'd have to have two components with certain parts, whereas you'd have one component which will do both. And that's why I knew that this armrest and a few, like the seat belt clasp, right, the lock, again, universal. It's left and right, not left and right. So all I did was strip it down, took the switch out, put it over this side, and then put the switch in, which would be on the front on that side, so it'd be spin round and be on the back in a sense, but you just turn it round. And it fits, not a problem. That's the reason why I've got my seatbelt on there, because this one belonged over there. I mean, nobody sits over there, so it don't really matter. But that one, that side broke. I think they've had it repaired since then though, but if you want this one, it'd be OHG that was broken. But that's what I tend to do, is just tit about with them and try and make them worthwhile and comfortable. But just lately, every time I find a decent one, I want to keep it, it gets taken off me. Fucking frustrating as fuck, and it's annoying. I'm going to see if I can get PWK back. If I can, I'll have a word with whoever's on the phone and just say, like, come on, let's have it back now, can we? Enough's enough. Just because it's down there doesn't mean it should stay down there. It's been up here for months. Why has it gone down there all of a sudden now? Just because the bloody axle seal blew on me. Really? Yeah, that was fun and games. It only caught fire a little bit. It was only a little bit. It was only just a lick. I'll put that out. Oh dear. Nobody else knew about that, by the way. I mean, I did tell him it had gone bang and it fucking shit the fucking seal out, but I never told anybody it was on fucking fire. Why would you do that to yourself? That's the thing. You wouldn't, would you? I grabbed out of. I thought I was getting a water fire extinguisher, and because where it was situated, when you actually think back, you realise it's powder because it's right by the diesel fucking pump. And I grabbed that and doused it in the fucking powder, didn't I, like an idiot? And I sorted it out, like it fixed the problem, but. I had to sort of bullshit my way around it and say to him, no, it's alright, I picked the wrong one up, I thought it was water. I wanted to cool my hub down because it was getting fucking hot and smoking. And he went, oh, so we go, you're burning down. It's, no, you're alright, mate, stay on fire, you're alright. Don't worry about it. Lie. I lie like a rug. Oh dear. But I went and got the load off because I was in their yard anyway. So I got the load off. Went round the corner to go and pick up the other load, but they had a bit of a chat at Bridgend, and they said, right, load that trailer. We're trying to ask them if we can leave it there and get somebody to go and fetch it, and you can make your way back solo, and as far as you possibly can anyway, at least. I went, oh okay then, I can do that, no problem. Which is what I did in the end. I went back solo. I pity anybody who was behind me, mind you, because they'd have got fucking showered in shit. They would have been fucking hell. Yeah, the fucking oil was caked everywhere. It was fucking chucking it all over the place. It was happy. Oh no, it wasn't fucking happy. I honestly was half expecting to hear this almighty and either the fucking wheel go or the back end lock up because the teeth are all chewed to shit in the diff. But it got me back. It did. It got me back. And then it went down Bridgend, and I haven't seen it since. It's been a week now. Fucking it. It came back up with another driver with a trailer. We went back down to Bridgend with it. And I asked the question, oh no, it's not coming back up, that is. That's a Bridgend truck, that is. No, it's not a Bridgend truck, it's a fucking Cannock truck. It used to be a Cannock Trampers truck, for fuck's sake. It's been up here for donkey's years. Inconvenient. It's probably because of the fact that I've tied the fucker up, that's what it was. Made it nice to drive. Guarantee you. It had the TV screen here for the mirror, the camera thing, right? Now, on the truck check, it's got a big fucking through that with having a screen there. It shouldn't be there. It should be over there. So, of course, I remove every fucking one of them. If they're there, they get fucked off. Straight up that corner. Where they should be at the fucking road. Why on earth you would put a camera screen here, right in your fucking teeth? I have no idea. It makes no sense whatsoever. I kept on asking the question, why put it there? I mean, don't get me wrong, most of the vehicles, they are over on the left, right? But why put it there? Why actually have the thought process of going, okay, right there I am? God, you must be such a fucking idiot. You got to look at it like this. If it's there, and that camera is displaying the left-hand side to obviously see cyclists and what have you, because of course you have to have an idiot-proof fucking system, because they are morons. Why have it? You've got two movements then, if you like. It's a double action, because it'd be why do that? Worse still, right? Some of our trucks, that fucking screen is up here. Oh man, that just cracks me up, that does. Again, where's the logic in that? There ain't none. When they do things like that without any thought whatsoever and just plonk shit in, they're not doing it for the purpose of doing it. They're doing it to tick a box and say, look what we've got. They're in. They might not be fucking practical or usable, but they're in. That'll do. Yeah. So I just hoof it. Anyone straight over there it goes, as long as I can. Some of them you can't because of the way it's been fucking nailed inside, which is a shame, but all I do then is just unscrew the fucking screen off the bracket, chuck it down the fucking front. I do not understand why, as a HGV driver, why I have to take on the responsibility of their actions. When I was a kid at school, we was taught that, you know, you ride on the road, which we did when we was kids, but you stay away from large vehicles. That's what we was taught. Do not go anywhere near, especially do not go up the inside of one. Right? Who's to tell not to? So we didn't. You know what I mean? But today, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Cyclists have this attitude, whereas I'm the fucking king of the road, you've got to go around me, you've got to... Fuck off. I've said it before and I'll say it again. All this shit is putting the blame on the driver straight away. When, if a HGV is at a junction turning left and a cyclist comes down the left hand side, then realistically, I say they get whatever they deserve. And they deserve everything they get. 100%. If they get fucking squashed, so be it. One less fucking idiot on the road. I know you're going to start fucking whinging at me. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? If I pull up to a set of traffic lights, I want to go left. When I've got my indicator on as I approach the junction, the lights are on red, right? I've got the indicator on as I'm approaching. It's still on when I'm stationary, and of course, these days you have the this vehicle's turning left. What it should say is, oi, cunticle, get out the fucking way, you moron, it's turning left. That'll be better off. So, if a cyclist comes down the left-hand side of you while you're stationary, waiting to get in there to turn left, you're telling me that this person is so fucking stupid and incapable of seeing warnings that we have to have everything else, so that when they do ignore the light on the back of the trailer, the indicator, half hazard flashing on the trailer, they ignore the half hazard indicator on the unit, they ignore the side repeater on the side of the vehicle. All three are telling that cyclist, oh, this vehicle's turning left. If I stay behind him and let him crack on, then once he goes off, I can carry on. And I'm a pound a day now it. You know what I mean? That's we was taught this when we was kids. We was, 70s, 80s, whatever. So, but not no more. No. No. Absolutely not. Fucking do my head in, they do. When you're in an area, which is another thing which I think ought to be, because they put all these rules on us about cyclists. How about putting rules on cyclists? For instance, if there is a purpose-built cycle path, and I don't give two flying fucks if it's a shared one, pedestrians and cyclists, if the cyclists are not using it, they need to have an on-the-spot £100 fine. On the spot. Done. Boom. Have that, you fucker. Don't give a fuck. Because they keep complaining, oh, they're all covered in shit, they got this, they got that, there's this, that, and I'm like, tough. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Simple as that. But if you don't use it, you get a £100 fine. That'll do. That'll stop them. I understand that there's going to be places where cyclists will go and there aren't no cycle lanes. I can appreciate that. But driving a car or a bike or a van is not too much of a bother trying to get round them. But one of these things, when it's fully freighted at 44 tonne, when you're going down a street where you've got no acceleration power, realistically you're fucking stuffed, and you're trying to get round without another car coming at you, it's very difficult. And especially when you've got 60 foot to pull round them. You would have thought, common sense, even though there's lack thereof, they would yield themselves, pull over, let the traffic go by, and then carry on their merry way. Why not? They're the ones that are in the fucking way. They don't pay road tax, not when they're using their push bike, they don't. So yield to the fucking people who do. Or better still, fuck your bike off in the skip and get your car back out. Oh dear. Yeah. Me and Dave have a good old banter with that. We do. Good old argument. He's an avid cyclist. He loves it. He does. He wants to go off on the road. And I'm like, yeah, but you're in the fucking way. Oh dear. He's fucking great. Yeah. Not a fan, I'm afraid. Not a fan at all. Nope. Ah, yes. Isn't it fun? Fun, fun, fun. What time is it? Ooh. 12:15. Seems to be a bit of a long day for some reason. I don't know why. Weird. Is it because I had to hang about this morning? Maybe, I suppose. Who knows? Quarter past 12. I feel like it should be only 11:15 for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because this load I've picked up is a little early. This load was for tomorrow, apparently, not today. So, oh well. I did have to hang about there for a while. But they sussed it, they got it sorted. I've just thought, we're not going to drive past the fucking what's name, are we? Unless I leave the cameras on. We've got to go into Litchfield tonight. Those might be dead by now, so what to see. To stop off at the garage and get some fuel, because we don't have fuel in our yard anymore. We've only got fucking half a yard now. So fucking it's dismal. What it is, absolutely fucking dismal to what we used to have. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's Nolan for you. They got rid of it all. No more warehouse. We haven't got the toilets that we had there no more. We have got the block in the middle, but that's the middle of the place. But yeah. Instead of there being like 40 odd parking spaces, we've only got 20. At least I think it's only about 20 anyway. Something like that. We don't have any offices. The driver's reception is now a box on the wall. Well, no, correct that. It's a box on the side of John's hut. Oh dear. It's fucking nailed to his door. And that's it. That's all we have. Reduced to a fucking shadow of itself. It's absolutely shameful. What can you do? Two hours have gone by so far. According to that clock anyway on there, so about 2 hours. Why put that in place when it doesn't fucking do anything? Fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid. Fucking daft. There's no need for it. Oh dear. And away we go. I'm getting tired. We're knocking up some more warehouses up here. Don't take them long. I wouldn't be surprised if they're knocking up another 2 or 3 of them in there. Feel sorry for these people though. Never they'd look out in their back garden, they'll see nothing but shit. Good grief. Put your foot down. Go faster. Really nice, isn't it? Peaceful. Just chilling. Not so much in this vehicle, but in the other one I had. I actually drove all the way to Bradford and all the way back with no music on, nothing, because it was just relaxing, nice. Don't know why. It's just fucking so easy. It was effortless to drive. It was great. Missed that. Oh, we've got fun and games I'll have tomorrow. Will it be Unilever Ghoul again? Or will it be something different? If it's something like Newark, then I'll probably put the cameras on again. That's not bad, that. But I don't know whether to do it from the yard to, or from there to the other destination. I don't know what to do. Or both. I mean, I could always do both. There's always that possibility. At the moment, the cameras have got 64 gig SDs in them, right? I could do with upgrading them to the 128 really, and I'd now full well. Then I'd have a good run at doing multiple drive-alongs in one day. Oh dear, can you imagine that? Because I don't know whether they actually do, but it says when you've got the fully charged and you format the cards, they end up with about I don't know, 5.5 hours worth of recording on it. So yeah, 10 hours. That might be enough, might it? Or thereabouts. I would like to have some new ones because these are old. I mean, the two on the back and that one they're the Hero 3s, them are, and that one's the Hero 4. But the last time I checked the price, I think it was Hero 9, and they were like £400 or thereabouts, 300 and something. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, nah. Is it like Hero 52 now or something like that? I ain't got a clue. But I'd love to have a new one, a bunch of them, and I think I'd have 5. See if you can figure out why I'd have 5. Oh dear. You got it. I'd have one directly on the back doors, facing backwards, just to look at the monkeys who are pissing about behind me. Oh dear. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. You better fucking put your foot down, dumb cunt. I hate that I do. They pull out in front of you, but they don't accelerate. What are they playing at? That's the definition of fucking stupid. If you want to pull into a gap like that, at least floor it to get out the fucking way. And just dawdle and go, he's got brakes, ain't he? Arsehole. Tell you like you ain't got a car that can't, just go oof. You know what I mean? We're getting off the road, we're getting off the road, E-I-N-L-E-O, we're getting off the road. Yeah. It really is daunting to think that if I wanted to replace my cameras, it would have to be £2.5 grand's worth of cameras, especially when they're like £500 a piece and I need 5. Have you got £2.5 grand to spare? Because I know I ain't. I was lucky to get these. I might actually look on eBay, see if there's any old ones knocking about that I might be able to snag up for a couple of quid. And I'll stick one on the back door as well. It'll be a fucking 5. Oh my god. Oh dear. That'll lighten it up, won't it? Come on, change the gear. Now, just in case you was wondering, the reason for that swing out there to turn left, if you follow the actual line of the road, you end up having to put your headboard in the lane to your right, okay? So if you utilise the space before you approach the junction to turn left and then cut in, your headboard is not hanging out in the other lane and the back of your trailer doesn't climb that great big monster of a curb. That's the only reason why. But you have to put your signal on, you see, because unfortunately the car drivers tend to just go up the inside of you. They don't think that you're actually taking a wide berth, so you have to give them notice. I know we've had drivers who have caught cars because they've done that. They've gone out wide then to cut in, and then they get squishing a car on the left hand side of us like, oh dear, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing down there, you fucker? Past 12. Yay. I'm contemplating whether to go to the pub and have myself a dinner. I went Monday and Tuesday. I had, what did I have on Monday? Monday I had sausage mash. Tuesday I had chicken curry. I fancy sausage mash again, to be honest with you, but I haven't had a lasagna for ages, or even a jacket tater with whatever. Chili jacket, that's what it is. See, I tend to go to the pub these days and have myself a dinner. I don't bother with going at home. I got stuff I got, but I find it a lot more entertaining going to the pub. And I had myself a cup of coffee, or 2 or 3 or 4, depending. And I'll just sit down and eat my snap and watch a bit of YouTube on my phone. That's it. Right then. Oh, fuck yeah. I forgot about that. Ooh, no. I've got to get out the left hand side. Oh, God. Fucking go on. Woohoo! Right. And away we go. Nice, steady as she goes. I know I've got the window open, it's probably causing a right fucking row, but bear with me for a minute, let me just... There's a meme for you. The last time I looked, it was fucking double yellow lines, that was. You're not supposed to park on there. It used to not be double yellow lines, but it is now. Why? Because they didn't want HGVs parking down there because they've slapped a fucking housing estate around the back of it. I'm looking forward to having a nose at the drive along I did yesterday, the video. I'm gonna have to edit it though, because I'm talking about certain individuals, and if they ever heard, seen it or heard it, I'd make life worse for myself. So I can't do that. So I might have to cut that bit out. Unfortunately, you don't miss so much on the drive. It's it'll save my life being turned into misery at the end of the day. That's all. Oh dear. Besides, it's been alright so far. Now, this little bit of road here, right, it's a cracking little bit of road, right? But I think I don't know if I've mentioned it before I stopped. They haven't labelled this side. They've left it as it was for the old way, and people just don't know how to use this fucking thing. It needs to be changed because it's not right. It really ain't right at all. But hey, never mind. Shit happens. And of course, people go, "You're not supposed to be in that lane, but go fuck yourself, you stupid arsehole." If you actually took away the paint marks, right, the arrows and what, if you took them away, people would actually use the road correctly. But because the arrows there, you're going to do it this way. No, you haven't. Have you ever thought that somebody just didn't bother to finish that bit off? Because they didn't, they never touched it. They changed that junction, right? Changed the island, and that's as far as they went. They didn't go any further. They left it rest. Because they didn't think about it, did they? Here we go. Right, HS2, like I promised. And in a second, if you look to your left, I'll say a second, a minute or two, yeah. Right, you'll see what I mean. Why are you slowing down, you fucking stupid prick? Why? It's fucking 40. Get yourself oofed off. You might want to do 35. You're welcome to it. Move over to the fucking right and I'll go under you. I don't give a fuck. It's starting to rain now, look. Oh. Will you just give me a... That's going to ruin the shot, that is now. That's going to ruin the shot. Oh, would you Adam and Eve it? Anyway, underneath the water droplets that are now stuck to the front of the fucking lens, right? You'll see where the slip road now goes off down there, and the tarmac's all the way around, and they're going back underneath this bridge over here. Well, if you look at the concrete wall there, that second one that's slightly lower, that is supposed to be here. That's part of that bridge deck is supposed to be here. Well, they're just burying it. It is a bit of a catastrophe, I've got to admit. It is a bit of a catastrophe. Oh dear. Shame. I mean, in all fairness, I was hoping that it would have come, to fruition. I really did, right? But if they had any kind of doubt that it could have been pulled off, they shouldn't have started it. They really shouldn't. Simple as that. It is a shame. I'd have liked to have seen it, but it is what it is. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Did you look at the trail number? Because I forgot to. I was too busy faffing. I'll have to have a look when I get to the garage. This section of road here, right, the A38 / stroke, whatever you want to call it, the A5148, right, which will be just here in a moment when we get past this splitty bit, right. It is a mobile phone black site. It's got to be, because there's no signal gets through this fucking place here at all. Nothing. Now, as soon as you get up here, mate, that's it. No signal whatsoever. Not even half a bar. You don't even get the H. You don't get nothing. You just go dot 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 dot. That's it. Fuck all. So I'm wondering if there's somewhere around here where there's some NSA fucking hideaway shit that's blocking all the signal. You know, you ever think of that? You know, you come somewhere, you're driving along and also there's just no signal whatsoever. None. You're thinking, if there's no signal, how do people phone for a fucking emergency? That's the question I'd like to know. Where's the answer to that, fucker? Unbelievable. Well, yeah, up here, just dies. Dead, nothing. Need to move over. Oh, he's going to be fucking quick. Traffic dude, traffic dude, traffic dude, traffic dude. Slow it down, traffic dude, slow it down. Fucking hell, Jesus. Woo wee. Yeah. That crept up on you fucking quick, didn't it? This is unusual. So, two reasons. One, it's just because people are fucking stupid. Or, somebody's had a bit of a ding dong at the junction. Great. Just what we want. Don't normally get chewed up like this unless it's, you know, there's other influx of traffic from somewhere, but normally about this time it tends to be straight down off and round, so who knows. I thought I heard some sirens then, but I might have been mistaken. I'm hoping I was mistaken. We don't want nurners, no we don't. What do you reckon? Volume of traffic, or someone's had a ding dong? Well, probably volume of traffic, but if somebody has had a ding dong, at least we got something to video, eh we? And we can go all the way round. Yeah. I got some dash cam footage of mine where there's been a couple of incidences, and on the bank holiday, when was the last one? Was it bank holiday Monday? Not the last one went to, what was it? What are we on now? June? May? The first bank holiday in May, I think it was, I'm almost sure it was. I was working, like I normally do, and I get in reasonably early, sorts myself out, and then hoof myself off, and I get myself up the A38 and up towards the A50. I mean, it was a lovely morning, the sun was out, it was a lovely sunset, or sunrise, whatever you want to call it, sunrise, lovely, beautiful, misty, yeah, oh, it's great. And I was just, minding my own business, tra-la-la-la-la, as you do, and vehicles overtook me, but only sparsely. It was a van, car. But, like, you know, nothing much. There was barely anything on the roads at all. And the last car that overtook me, right, was a small, one of those Vauxhall Corsa, one of them, I think. And off he went. Didn't think nothing of it. And then, as I approached the BP garage, which is not far from the A50, there's this chap who's standing by this wreck of a car and he's waving flag, because I'm the only one who's just coming past now, right? There's nobody else in front of me. So that silver car, which overtook me, within 2 minutes of him overtaking me, he managed to lose control of it, bounce off the dirt bankment and slam it into a tree and flip it round. I will say this much, the kid wasn't in a good shape. He certainly wasn't. But I thought to myself, how bizarre that he went past me. And now, he didn't go past me like he was doing something silly. He wasn't going fast, like, he just overtook me as normal. Didn't seem to be going fast anyway. But he says the chap who flagged me down, he was one of the van drivers that overtook me before. He says he overtook me, so he just, as he cut back in, he just went straight off the road. I thought, oh dear. And it smashed and flipped around, and he wrapped the driver's side round the tree and bounced off, and he was facing the other way. And then as I'd seen him, this van driver flagging me down, I went round the mess, because his car battery was in the middle of the road. I'm thinking, how the fuck did he manage that? And when the guy mentioned that he just overtook me, I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a look on my camera. So I went on my camera and pedalled it back, and sure enough, I found him. And when I looked at the timestamp on it, and then continued from that point on to when I saw him, he must have crashed his car in, I would say, less than 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half from when he passed me. Because you've got to take into consideration that the van driver has had to pull into the lay-by, get out of the vehicle and go over to him as I'm approaching them. So he'd gone past me, and a minute and a half later he'd wrapped it around a frigging tree. I'm thinking, wow, a couple of minutes has changed his life. Fucking ridiculous. I mean, the chap was cradling his head because it looked like he was a bit difficult to breathe. I asked him, is he still breathing? And he says, yes, he is. And I kept on asking that question while he was holding. I think it was every 30 seconds I was asking him, or about that, or every 10, 20 seconds, depending. Yeah, look, there's a fuck up here, look here. So I kept repeating that, and then the first responder coming with his car, and then the van driver stepped out the way. I'm still standing, I'm literally about a metre away, just there listening. And the poor lad's breathing got really laboured once the driver had walked away, like, you know, and the paramedic was dealing with him. And that's all I mentioned to him. I said, good grief, his breathing sounds laboured. He went, yeah. So the other ambulance turns up then, and a bunch of kit comes out, and they start to deal with him. Then eventually the fire brigade turns up. And then that was it then. I walked away and went off on my merry way, and that was it. Yeah, you love to shoehorn yourselves in the fucking gap, don't you, prick? Just because you got a fucking indicator on doesn't mean you're allowed to fucking barge your way in, tit. Fucking knob jockey. I don't like people like that. Oh, he's broke it. Yeah, he's just broke down. I should have had the cameras on this morning. There's a lad who broke down on the A38 North, and he was broke down just before the flyover bridge. Now, instead of standing at the back of his vehicle like he should have been, he was he was standing on the bridge in front of his vehicle. I'm thinking, you can see where your vehicle is actually situated, right? It's half out on the road and half on the verge. If somebody doesn't see you in time, they're going to end up fucking hitting your car and landing on your head. I thought, don't anybody get educated these days about safety when breaking down? I mean, obviously people are going to break down. It just happens, you know what I mean? People will break down. But you do not, under any circumstances, stand in front of your vehicle or in anywhere near the front of your vehicle, because that's in the line of traffic, in the traffic flow. So if anybody hits it, it's going to be aiming at you. So where do you need to be? At the back of the vehicle, right? Out the way. Make sure that you can see the number plate at the back. You can see the wipers at the back. You're out the way, at the back. Over the other side of the verge, at the back. Yeah, never, ever stand, or like this young lady on the fucking motorway, crouch in the fucking soakaway drain, right, in front of the vehicle. Honestly, it does frighten you sometimes when you think to yourself that these people do these daft things. Who is it? Is it the fact that nobody actually teaches that sort of stuff anymore, or is it just the fact that they just lazy and can't be bothered? Oh, I just don't get it. It's like the other day I was coming out of Prince's, and there's a section of the 650 coming down there where there's no footpath, right? There isn't any footpath at all, and yet this young girl who was on the right hand side of the road, right, walking that way, fucking earphones on, facing the phone. What the fuck? No. Well, it's dangerous enough as it is with your earphones on, look where you're facing your phone, if you was on the left side of the road, because when there's no footpath, right, you are supposed to walk against the traffic so you can see shit coming and move out the way accordingly. If you don't see it coming, you get walloped, you're dead. Oh no. Unbelievable. But hey, I always wanted to that's something I can't do. There's something I always wanted to do, like an unofficial way of when you're breaking down exercise on the motorway. But you can't do that no more, because there ain't no fucking hard shoulders, is there? Because some clown thought that was a good idea. Oh dear. Fucking clever, are they? Fucking clever. We are approaching Mutley Corner. I am in the right hand lane as the left hand lane is designated left. Not that most people give two shits about that. And they will fucking cut you up at the fucking island. Slice you up like a fucking Christmas dinner. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean the paint of those hatchings there, expecting that would stop people from, you know, coming across and round, but oh, we don't. They'll go straight over the hatchings there and, you know, almost hit the front of somebody's car and swing themselves around here, because they're just fucking idiots. No need for it. No need at all. It's glad to see the rain holds off a bit now, isn't it? You know, I was just thinking to myself, last bit of the journey and it's going to piss it down the rain. I thought, how shit is that? Oh well, thankfully it's held off, isn't it? Huh? Bit of a spit, just a little bit. Got away with that, I think. We got away with it, just a little bit. I could do with doing something with that mirror over there, because it's a bit far round. Needs to be oinked a bit, I think. 1:15. It's not too bad, I suppose. I should be all done, all said and done by 2 o'clock. So I think we can deal with that. I reckon. It'll be fine, I suppose. Do these people know what they're doing? Fucking clearly not. There we go. Fucking hard, that's flapping around in a bastard footwell now. Don't that just do your head in? Now, as you can clearly see, there is a vehicle broken down with his hazard lights on. So I'm moving over now. I'm not driving up to its ass and then decide to move out. Shall I or shan't I? Shall I or shan't I? I think I shall. Oh, what? That's just cruel. Oh dear me, I tell you what, I love that. That is just fucking epic. Oh, and you're going that way as well? Oh, I'll move over in a minute then. Let me move over right about now. That was pretty cool. That was just fucking wicked, that was. Oh dear me. You could not have predicted that at all. I will get home shortly and I will drag this footage straight off and onto the thingamajig. And that'll be it. Simple as that. And then this weekend I will chew away at it merrily, and I reckon with it being over 3 hours fucking long, I'm going to have to break it down a bit. I think I might do it in 3 episodes, or I might do it in 2 episodes. I ain't decided yet. I don't think anybody want to sit here for 3 hours, would you? Huh? Would you? Really? Oh God! This isn't a truck simulator, you know. Wouldn't that be funny though if it was? And yes, I'm definitely going to have a look on eBay and see if I can find a cheap GoPro. Probably get another 4, because the 4s are alright, aren't they? You never know. So this dude who was, he disassembled I think it was was it a Hero 5 or 7 or something? One of the grey ones anyway. He took it apart and he replaced the USB stroke SD card slot thingamajig to get it working, and he got the part off AliExpress. And I'm thinking, only if I could do that, if I find a knackered one. But I wouldn't make the same mistake that he did. I'd actually get the heat gun on the lens and prise the glue off, and then pop the lens off and then undo the screws that way, because he actually broke the end off because he didn't know and there was no information about it. But because of him, now we know. Hey, where one makes mistakes, people learn from them. You see, knowledge is fucking awesome, right? When you've got knowledge, you are great. But if you share that knowledge, it makes you awesome. Oh yes, it does. Oh yes, it does indeedy. Oh, and I know it might be late in the day, and you probably haven't seen this yet, and it's been a fucking week since you've got there. If you've got this far, the guy who asked me to do the coupling up video, I will do that. Now you might either see that first and then this second, or this first and that second. I ain't decided yet. We'll have to wait and see. Whee! And now that we're on this forecourt, as obvious as it might be, right? You do the right thing and you walk your vehicle round it. You don't race around it. The amount of times I've seen drivers come round here like a fucking idiot. I'm like, really, dude? Really? Just walk it round. It's a piece of piss. You don't hurt nobody. Anyway, I'm here now, so I'm gonna go. I do hope that you enjoy this up-to-date drive along whenever it turns up, and I appreciate the fact that you've hung on this long, and I will continue on now that my computer works, so look forward to some more. All right then, I'll let you go. Toodle pip and all that. Go on then, off you pop. Poppity poppings.